over 5. Okay guys, welcome back to Roberts & Co, welcome back to London, another live jewellery making session. Tonight we're making some more T-bar pendants. This is what we're making. There's a couple more here. I made these in the previous live stream. A few live streams ago we made some wire, some 3mm sterling silver wire, which I then turned into this rod and then cut into the bars. We made some jumps. I might need to flatten some of these out actually. Probably should have done that before we started, but we can do that now. I'll close some more of those jump rings up, flatten them out, and what we're effectively going to do is we're going to assemble the pendants and solder them together. So let's get the YouTube music going. Move the computer. It's a bit easier to access. I have been behind me there. Right. Close up some of these jump rings. I'm going to use the flattening press to flatten these out, which is next door. Which is why I probably should have done this beforehand, but you know, it's just a few seconds. Sure you'll cope without me for there's one I left in there for some reason. I wonder what that was. That'll be well pickled. Problem with leaving things in the pickle too long, which I have a habit of doing from time to time. It can and does. You know, if you leave it in there for days on end and forget about it, I find it can weaken solder joints slightly. But you can just reheat it and you're back in business. Not necessarily weak, it sort of makes it seems to make them bristle. Mash that one up. I'm using flat nose pliers here. Snipe nose, I have a habit of doing that, slipping and mashing up jump rings. I wouldn't recommend using snipe nose other than for really tiny jump rings. Which these are not. These are 6mm, but they're 1.5mm wire, so they're quite a heavy duty. Jump ring. Right, there's 8 of those done. I'm just going to go and put these in the flattening press. Just to make sure they're perfect. When you make these, if you've watched my previous live streams where you make jump rings, you coil them onto a mandrel on our jump ring former, which is behind me somewhere, which means they're slightly wonky. So I just put them in the flattening press, flatten them out, make them perfectly flat. Okay, there is our flattened out jump rings. Let's solder a couple of these together. Move that to one side. I'm just going to clean off the surface of this wire. This handmade wire tends to repel the solder for some reason. The end of this one doesn't look quite 90 degrees with the bar. So. Right, using hard silver solder. I find it's the best colour match for. I use it for joints that are highly visible. Also, these are quite big components, so I do use easy and extra easy and stuff like that. I mainly use it for really fine components. Really, you know, if I was doing 3mm really thin wired jump rings, I would probably use easy or extra easy. Just because the jump ring will probably melt before the solder. Hard solder is pretty thick. I do roll it out actually. If I want to use it for smaller components, I've actually got a piece there that's been through the rolling mill. Just to make it more suitable for smaller pieces. Yeah, these are quite a sturdy design, so melting them isn't a big issue. That's well done. Let's do the next one. Oh, you know what I need to clean off the surface a little bit. Something. solder pick. Solder pick's out. Oh, I'll put it out. There it is. There's almost like a surface tension on this handmade wire. The solder, you can break it with a solder pick, but strange. It's not good. It's completely melted that. Not sure that'll look again. Look at that. Gone. Right, let's do another one. The jumping completely out. Part of that jumping actually disappeared. But it didn't bead up and ball up, it's just gone. I've made hundreds of these, I've never seen it do that before. But normally if you melt the silver it will ball up, you know, from a sort of a head pin. It's disappeared. Okay, looking good. Right, let's pull that one out, a little close up of that. These will need a lot longer in the pickle though. Let's put that bar in the pickle, you never know, we might be able to use that. Not sure I'll get a jump ring on it. I did flow the solder as best I could. You never know. The jump ring came clean off, so there's like a big gap in it. But it didn't actually bead up. It just sort of, a part of it just, yeah, like I say, part of that just disappeared. So that was pretty clean. But I'm still going to put it back in the pickle. There we go. Obviously a little bit more pickling, get the last remaining bits of the flux off, and then that will need straightening out and polishing. Right, there's a couple of T-bars made. See you in the next one. Toodles.